Hi, I'm David Blaise from Top Secrets of Promotional Product Sales. What is it that differentiates a good promotional product salesperson from a great one? How is it that someone can generate $25,000 in annual sales while someone else generates $250,000 in annual sales and someone else generates $2.5 million? Same business, same industry, same suppliers, three vastly different results. In nearly every case, the difference comes down to the 5 levels of promotional product sales. I want you to picture a pyramid divided into 5 sections. The bottom level of the pyramid is the level of the order taker. This is the person who, if you go to them and you say, hey, I need 500 pens, white with a red imprint, they can take the order for you, okay? Order taking is bare bones minimum necessary requirement to participate in this industry. If you can't write an order, you can't make a sale. But obviously, you can't rely on that because it's totally reactive. Second level is that of the product seller or product peddler. That's level 2. Product seller is a person who, if you come to them and you say, hey, I've got an event coming up, what do you recommend? They can say, hey, how about some white pens with a red imprint? And they can then take and process the order. Okay, so that's the difference of the order seller and the order taker. Now, in those situations, a person who can sell a product and take an order can make a little bit of money in the industry, but not nearly as much as the people who accelerate to the top 3 levels. The third level of promotional product sales is that of the relationship marketer. This is the person who is exceptional at establishing relationships. They're often known as people persons. Someone like that, if they're just good at establishing relationships, may make a lot of friends, but they might not make a lot of money. But if that person is also able to recommend products and take orders, now you've got a reasonable career ahead of you. However, if you want to make even more money, you have to advance to level 4. That's the level of the consultative seller. Now, the consultative seller is the person who's able to connect the dots between what it is that a client actually wants and what it is that we sell. So, for example, the car dealer wants people to come into the dealership, they want them to take test drives, and they want them to drive cars. Consultative seller is able to put together promotions designed to help them to do that, leave a trail of breadcrumbs, getting them to first come into the dealership, then getting them to take a test drive, and then getting them to buy a car. Consultative selling previously was thought of as the top of the line in the industry. If you could do consultative selling, you had made it. However, when you really think about it, there's a level above consultative selling. It's level 5, and that's the level of the customer acquisition and retention specialist. This is the person who specializes in the getting and keeping of customers. Now, the way that we do this is through consultative selling, establishing relationships, selling products and taking orders. But when you're able to put it all together and you gear your business toward the getting and keeping of customers, now it's very difficult for people to stop you. In many cases, people in our industry say, how can I compete with websites and price cutters? And the answer is, if you're just selling products and taking orders, it's very difficult to do that. But if you focus on levels 3, 4, and 5, the question is no longer, how can I compete with people who undercut me on price and who sell on the web? The question then becomes, how can they possibly compete with me?